Alright you guys, we're back with another tutorial for Meepo. This is gonna be a replay commentary mostly, but I will of course over-explanatorily go into details on how you play Meepo. You know, what I do and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm John Cena here. And let me just write off the badge. You want to learn Meepo or play Meepo because you want to win games and you just don't want to be dependent on weak teammates. If you want to get out of the lower brackets, that's probably one of the heroes you want to go for. It's a good laner against Storm. Invoker, it depends on the skill level of the Invoker. Invoker can be a pain in the ass. I was quite happy to be against Storm here. Okay, now item build. I'm gonna go for the power treads in this game because I'm kind of sick of the boots of travel. The power treads feel stronger. I made even a kind, as you can see, I'm just trying to contest creeps here. Not so much going on really. So button wise, this I have on E and this I have on R, okay? So my two fingers here are on E and R. Here I accidentally, I think, yeah, I'm gonna feed to the first kill to Storm. Because I'm just low. I should probably just wait for a little bit regeneration, but I was greedy. Yeah, and with my W, I can switch between the units in the control group that I'm currently holding. Here he picks me off, which at the same time shows beautifully that Storm can shit on a Meepo. Because Storm's ability is a melee ability, yeah. That's one of the reasons, again, why against Storm I go for the power treads. I feel they are stronger. Could have maybe gotten that last hit. Okay, here I just see right an opportunity to go for the Storm. We're gonna go. Okay, let's go teeny tiny back. Okay, let's go normal speed. I'm trying to find. Okay, so here I die. So take the Wraith Band out. I'm level 2 and 3/4. And then we go into very much detail what I've done now. So pick it up. I'm here level 2. I didn't realize that I'm at level 3 soon. I just went for this. Was in my own business, in my own head. Here I just let me quickly pause. Here when I had level 3. I just have this on Q so that when I level up my spells I don't have to go with the mouse cursor down. I can just quickly press B for whatever button you have for learning next abilities. Where is it? Learning next ability, I have it on B. Again, this is my setup. You can pause the video here. For Meepo it is, let me just quickly, it's a hero with M. Okay. Again, I live near a hospital, so that's the siren you're gonna hear. Yeah, E, R, V, this is just for leveling up, so I can press B and V and B and Q, or B and E and B and R, in order to just level up quick. That allowed me to be in my head fully aware that he's low. I have one web ready, I just get it out, get the next one out, and immediately prove after I had one auto attack on each Meepo. You can squeeze sometimes 2 auto attacks between a web. I didn't probably even need to go, like, in the time that a web is down, an earthbind is down and a unit is earthbound, which is, you earthbind a unit for 2 seconds and it takes 1.5 seconds to proof. You can get 1 auto attack, sometimes 2 in between, and the unit will still be in kind of range. So just here, as you can see, it was close, but we did it. The creeps kind of helped. You gotta be careful, because I don't have auto attack on yet. That Invoker, not bad. So it's 2 in 1. So that kind of, as long as I keep stable, right now I'm 2-1. I should have won the mid lane. So the pressure is kind of off. Until it's unequal. When I was behind, I was very lucky that the storm gave me just the second kill there. So what happened? I pressed down the web with E. I clicked with my left. I just auto attacked with a normal click, and then I just pressed WR in order to get the poofs down. And I had since I have quick cast on as Meepo again. You're gonna miss how I'm dying. I don't want to let you miss that. He has a ward and I don't. By the way, this is really why you want to play Meepo. And that's one reason why I make this video. It's just because I had freaking trash supports. Again, I'm complaining all the time that I hate playing Meepo lately because you don't get support. And in this game, just the typical... People just assume that you play Meepo, you know what's up. He gets me here. No, not even. Okay, that's okay. Quite close. It doesn't seem like he gets me. Yeah, he does not get me here. He has a ward down, and I of course don't. And that's pretty typical. I mean, one should think, you know, oh, I have a good Meepo, he's level 20, you know, Platin, whatever. Like, I'm gonna support him, he's gonna snowball, we're gonna have a 20 minutes game, and we can go next. It's, forget it. People just don't. This game is really showing how good you have to be, what you have to go through sometimes as Meepo in order to win the game. So 2-2, all of a sudden, my kind of big lead in the mid lane is totally equalized because of my own mistakes. And Storm is probably very happy about this. However, I don't feel bad because I feel like I have good farm with 25 in under 5 minutes. 22, 25? Yeah. That's not bad. Meepo you don't deny so much. Like, if you get to it, if it's a melee hero and you can deny a lot, of course. I could have probably denied this melee hero, but since Storm is level 6, I don't have the power treats yet. I didn't have to poof here, but I could have. Get the power treats, excuse me. Okay. So as you can see, there is 3 wards available right now and 5 minutes into game. That's too much. It happens sometimes that you forget on wards if your lane is hard. That I get. But it's just every Meepo game. It's literally every Meepo game. It's not even like every Meepo game. It's every Meepo game that I don't get wards. Which makes it 10 times harder. So I could probably try to contest and try to get a kill out here. I'm a little bit too defensive, actually, looking at it now. I could kill him. I could just walk up on him, press E where he stands. So, but I wait for him to engage. Yeah, so let's go 10 seconds into the past. So he engages. I click E. I click on him so I can actually attack him. So I press W during this engagement somewhere, so I get the other web down, as you can see. And now I didn't even have to poof, I think, but the poof damage feels probably faster. It's enough to get the kill, however, and since I am on so now of course, yeah. So this is what happened. I go on strength in order to avoid a Sunstrike kill, but he would kill me through the strength threats anyway. 3-2, so I think the mid lane is going okay. I'm level 7. I get twice the XP since I have 2 Meepos, and that made that kill even more valuable. Early kills in the mid lane as Meepo is usually a good sign. I'm level 7 I'm pretty much level 8. And I'm level 8. He comes again. I web him again, and I poof. We can check this out again, just in slow-mo. So he just came in, and I webbed. I switched unit with just pressing W, then I pressed R. My mouse cursor is, as you can see, still. We can just watch the mouse cursor if you want. Let's go. just go on. So just watch the mouse cursor. I press E, I click on Storm, my mouse cursor never leaves his unit. It's all about the fingers of the left hand. I press whatever my left hand does, I just press, but the mouse cursor barely moves. Yeah, and I kill the Storm. So that's actually, this is in this tutorial, when it comes to the laning explanation, this is how you get a lane kill, a quick kill in the lane. This is how you win your lane. You don't have to go power treads. He almost killed me here, but he didn't. He didn't dive. Even if he dove, I think I could have avoided him. Since I feel like I have a good game, so I go for the Dragon Lance. If I felt I could go dagger first, but I feel like Dragon Lance, I just have good experience with it. And I like the Dragon Lance. It's a cheap item with only 1900, and it gives me plus 10 strength and plus 10 agility on both of my Meepo, so I get double the value out of it. So again, just my mouse cursor is barely moving and I kill him. I'm level 9 in under 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes. And even though I barely focused on farming, I have 45 CS. That's brilliant. That's nice. Yeah, I remember. Okay, now the laning part is at this point pretty much over. Once you're level 10, you want to go hunt, usually with your main Meepo, and the other two can stay in lane depending on the lane. I could kill Storm with these two Meepos only. I should have probably gone for it here, but I didn't. Because I wanted to go into the top lane. So the Invoker here, I wanted that's what you want to be doing. You don't need a dagger necessarily. I want to show you how to do. So he gets a ward up, I guess. Yeah, I don't get a count. Don't get a D ward, of course. By the way, just again, like they have wards for themselves maybe. Let's just okay. Storm jumps me. I'm committed. It's fine for me. Let's just make a quick pause here. This is not necessarily explanatory, but me being salty. Where are wards? The enemy has one ward. The enemy has, didn't it say free perspective? Why don't I see wards? Do I see wards here? I don't. That's kind of sucky. So we have to go player's perspective, I guess. So let's go on their side. Whoop. They have at least 2 wards down. Oh, we can check it here. So they don't have wards available, and meanwhile we have 3 wards available. That sucked, and it's very often lately. So let's go back to the play. So I have a big lead, and I have a good amount of kills. These early deaths are not that bad. Now it's trying to get dagger time and kills time. I could go for this stack. Now looking at the replay, yeah, I see a few mistakes I could have done better. That might even have made the game easier. To be fair. But I feel like a ward here in this area would have just showed me where Invoker is. I could have killed Invoker. Like a defensive ward here, or just on lane, a stable off lane. And of course a ward mid. Here I try to kill Storm. Didn't get the web in time. That's how you do a kill. If it's just go. This is how you do. If it works, it works. So you walk in, you go on your other units with you press 2. You press. Let's just go. I'm sorry that I'm trying to explain this. So I pressed 2. You don't see this in the replay. I pressed the button 2, and as you can see here, I have all. No, I pressed 3. I'm sorry. I pressed 3, the button 3, all other units. That again, you might have to watch one of my short videos that show my key settings of Meepo. and why, and I have it this way. When you have 3, you basically collect the other 2 Meepos that are here, and I press WR, WR just here. I just did that, and then I walk with this Meepo. You do it when you're here. This is the button from the main Meepo. And then you go back to the main Meepo. So it's really fast, but it's not that complex. Let's just try this. So now I go for the other units. I click tuck tuck, and I click back to 1, and I get the web. It looks quick. It looks complicated, but it really isn't. It's just fast finger movement in the right order. Just make sure I don't die. And of course, no ward in the mid lane. I get the storm. It's a big kill. That's just because let's check that out too. I mean, why not? So what happened? Dealt a little damage and had a last hit on him. Okay, that's just messy. That's just clicking and hoping, and it worked at that time. That sometimes you do that too. Since my items are fine, this is big for 10 minutes. You can have a dagger too at that time if you go for more for farming rather than killing. But sometimes even the pressure of just being scary for the enemy team is valuable and creating space in a way. So this guy shows up on mid lane and buys sentries, which is not what we need. I mean, we need sentries, don't get me wrong. I'm just showing up here. In case he dives, I need to be there and be able to kill him. So I just TP'd into this lane for the basic effect. That was so sad that the freaking invoker. Yeah, okay. The next couple of minutes, the game developed bad. Just because they had vision advantage. It's simple as that. They knew where we were. They had a good vision. They see rotations and TPs with this ward, I think, even like at least TP rotations under tower. Do they? Now I can see what. Yeah. They see good rotations. They saw me probably even. So freaking unfair. So this is one ward that we have. And meanwhile they have this ward, so if I enter their jungle they see that. They see when I'm mid lane, and they see when I'm top lane. They see everything. This is brilliant warding. Meanwhile we have one ward for the safe lane. Okay, I guess, no problem. No ward for the mid lane, and no ward anywhere else. I am complaining within good reason here, I think. And that's why I decided, I hope it's in time to go farm my dagger and ignore team fights. Maybe I go for one more team fight and loss. That just showed me that it sucked in this game. What you want to have, if you want to play a good Meepo, you want to get the dagger up as quick as possible now, and you don't even care about fights. If your team feeds a bit, there's nothing you can do. I wanted to avoid that, however, since their lineup has much better late game. Thank you for the stack. They don't have a ward here, luckily. I have that sentry 4. I will use it later. I thought for the mid lane I didn't use it. I didn't happen to get back to the mid lane ever. Just try to get away. A Phoenix is a little dangerous, because a Phoenix is usually not alone. I play a lot of Phoenix myself. You barely are alone. I'm close to dagger, so what I probably should have skipped this part where I'm just farming for dagger. But now you can see it, make your own minds, maybe criticize me for it or not. I'm still not bad when it comes to farm. Most of my creeps that I have are lane CS that are very valuable, so I'm fine. And I rotate into the base by clicking on the minimap here. Now I want to hunt storm, and this is easy now. Okay, let's just go. Yeah, just like earlier, just with a blink in between. This is the last time I think I need to show this over-explanatory part. Okay, so what happens is I go with my control group 3, which is the other two units that are sitting in base or here or wherever. They just don't have to be near this one. That's the only thing. Like, and with near I mean like 800 range or so, like this area. And this one is far enough away. It seems close on the map, but it isn't. It's more than 800. I don't know if it's 800 really. So I click on 3, then where I have the other two units, and I basically tell with WRWR on screen that they have to TP to this Meepo. Within the 1.5 seconds of them spawning up now, little less actually, because I took a tiny second to split between those with WRWR, I have enough time to click on 1, ergo selecting this Meepo, dagger here, and press E. And that allows me to be able to kill Storm. So I set it up now. I set the camera up, tell the other Meepos to come now. Now I do it. Now I go back to the one hero. I click blink E. I have him, the others show up. Now I can switch between all my units. Since I select, when they are here, I click on 2 to immediately have all my units selected. So I can rotate the Meepos in order to get the web permanently down. Got a kill here, bone is somewhere here, I thought in my head, even though there's the tower. Okay. So Storm had a horrible game. The Storm player was not good. Excuse me, I feel like I cough a little much today. You just have to endure it. And I try to hunt, try to do anything on a entirely black map. By the way, I eventually buy 4 war. I didn't salt this time. I just said, guys, I buy the ward, but plant them. Yeah, this is just exactly the same as with Storm. I'm gonna show it one last time where I'm gonna be showing it slow. I blink in, click the other units show up, I select all my units, and I have another web ready, and I have even another web ready if I needed it. Yeah, I actually automatically clicked it. That's automatism with the timings and everything. After 100 games, you get it without even having to try. Okay, it's unusual that we don't have one tower. Usually in a game where I won my mid lane big, I get a tower, the mid lane tower early. But since they did a good amount of rotation, so we blink in. That was, I don't know why I blinked here. Storm gets me, that's fine. I mean, I know the game turns out in our favor, so I guess it's fine. Item wise, most of the times when I started to learn Meepo, I would go for actually more stats and went Skadi for 50 to 100 games before I felt safe and good enough with tactics and everything to go for Ethereal Blade, because it kind of is stronger in some way, the Skadi build, because you get the value of Skadi usually in that time when you have 4 Meepos. That means you get the 25 plus stats to all 4 units, and that's just huge. Also, the Dragonlance keeps expanding and getting better with more Meepos. That's why I love the Dragonlance. The Boots of See, I saw him ward. I had the sentry ready and I de-warded. It's just unbelievable. I lose so many games where just because of vision. I forgot to click on the 2, therefore didn't select all my units. 600. What is he talking about? Anyone can translate this, wants to translate it? Feel free to translate it. 600 gold? Ah, okay. Why? He meant 600 gold, but I don't know why. Does he have good kills? He's level 12. Yeah, that's the power of Meepo, level 16. Here, Bone shows up. Unfortunately, he actually hit me. I'm waiting for the dagger. Same combo, just closer. I'm not scared of Phoenix. But, man, this blast is actually killing me. The defending blast. I don't know if the audio is too loud. Sorry if the audio has been too loud. Maybe it's too quiet. Guess we have to deal with it. Okay, some lucky kills here, I guess. Let's try to find him. I go with the first Meepo here, hoping to just make, you know, some side kills. And Bone snatches me, I click it in time, and now I just big time mess up. Because I want my second units to come. But they just didn't pop up for some reason. Let's check that actually, now that I see it. Free camera, why was that? So here, oh, they had no mana. Oh, that's unfortunate. If they had mana, I think I pressed the right keys, he would be dead. But okay, Invoker, you dumb fuck. I didn't know Invoker is even as a laner such a strong counter. I knew it from the mid lane, but when you lane against Invoker, you can kinda shut him down early and differently. Or you can just avoid him for a bit and then focus him as the mid laner, and therefore making him a more valuable target, rather than him being now the off laner. Position 4, whatever. Let's skip that, we don't need to see. Yeah, you just missed it. Was it now? Just for the record, let the record show. Here I'm dead, and I'm like I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. So this guy buys fucking stupid dogshit Midas. So I just bought all the wards. You see them, just for the record. And I just went on the mic and said that I needed the wards. So I bought them. Told my team I need them, no matter what. Please place them. I buy them. Someone. Farm wise, I'm behind 20 minutes. If I was quicker with the fingers, I got him. Okay. Okay. Storm is super bad. He could have won this if he just focused a little more. Oh, that take us off. Brilliant. An accident. It's only 10 more minutes. Just 40 minutes? So yeah. Let me just get back here. Sorry, it was kind of busy. That was cool. Get the Invoker, since he's so much disabling power. Now my main target now is Invoker, because I think I shut the Storm down for now. It's one of the things I've learned, really. Oh man. Just backdoor a tower. It's a little too quiet. There's not much to say actually. Skip a little bit. Got Etheria now. Again a ward down. We again up with wards. Yeah, now it's just strategizing. I'm not going for towers as much as I probably no, it's good that I didn't go for him. Get him again. I killed the guy 14 times, guys. That's what I like. Like in one way, Meepo counters Phoenix because of that. Because you can just shit on Phoenix's egg. Sending one Meepo here, quick buy with D, so I don't need to be here. And now send him back to base so I can heal all my Meepos up. That's like, I love Boots of Travel, but Boots of Travel are really only if the lane is incredibly well. And if your other lanes go well as well. I think Boots of Travel are not depending on your mood rather than on the game. Yeah, they have vision there. Fantastic, of course. I even know that they're all there. This jump I remember. I knew they were all there and I just went in. That was so bad. That was so bad. Monster kill. Didn't even realize that I have a big streak. At this point I just realized that I have 18 and say, yeah, I remember it. Looking at the score and going, damn, I have 18 kills. I didn't even see. It didn't feel that much. Yeah, as you can see, I checked even 4D. And I was like, oh, we have actually a decent chance of winning this. So that's a big throw. You can lose because of this. Don't do that. Scotty, because it gives just too much. 25. It's plus 75 times 4 in attributes. That's 300 in attributes. For the cheap price of 5k, you do that. I like it. That's why I love Scotty. CM is doing what she's been doing the entire game, which is warding. If we had that, the game could have been 10 minutes earlier. Okay. I'm alive already. I didn't realize until now. Just watching. Honestly, the enemy team just did a bad job, I think, here. They could have probably just won easier. Now we have like a series of breaks. We're gonna skip that. I don't want to watch. See, just freaking breaks. Okay, it's probably the finale now. Okay. Okay, so important. I didn't just walk rush. Okay, let's hope this is the final. I went for a smoke. Showed the Meepo somewhere else if I could. I didn't, in fact. So I can just go and yeah. Late rush. In this game I didn't rush earlier because I was just involved in fighting the entire time. Which probably was good because it gave the attention away from rush. And you know, and therefore for some team shit. Alright. I think you'd rather want to go for a really early rush, like in the 15 area. Or you just wait for the game. Here AA left the game. Haven't made a single kill since the last time we checked, but that's okay. Not long. The game is not long anymore, guys. I'm just gonna leave as much as possible for you to witness, so you can actually see how in the game and the gameplay what's going on. Like maybe that helps on what has been made. That's what I'm missing when it comes to tutorials for Invoker. At this point I thought we just lost the game, so I'm kinda going Harakiri, you know, whatever. I had a lucky pick off. Just web right away, so he can't firefly away. His ulti is nothing. And that's actually an opportunity now. Because we can push off 2 people dead. Even with 4, now we are more. Now I just try to not die. Storm. And this is just, they just threw the game. They just horribly threw the game. Storm is trash. Report worthy. But again, Dota's made of mistakes. People are making mistakes. Here what I did is just left the first Meepo down. So the Aegis, all your Meepos are, that's a trick you can learn. You revive where the first Meepo died. So if you just leave him out of the base, the enemy team cannot set up the kill. And all of a sudden, from a little throw of these 2 guys, we have 2 lanes, and I decided to end the game. And since I'm Meepo, I can do that. That's why you want to play Meepo. You have the time to say the decision making. We end the game now, and we ended the game. I commended him. No one else though. Yeah, Pink just after his DC came back 10 seconds before we ended or so. Yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a classic. Storm had a tiny bit of a heads up in the first 5, but and just show me if you want more content, whatever. Bye bye.